my story, and I'm sticking to it. My keto story.
Good morning. Well, I didn't think it was going to be this many parts to this keto, but it is. So this will be, what will this be? The fourth part to my keto. And where I left off on the third was, can't remember where I left off. Talking about oh my gosh, I should have thought of this before I start. Hold on, 1 second. Let me take one. Okay, I had to go back and watch part of the video that I did, number 3, to see where I left off. Isn't that awful? So anyway, recap, kind of what I had to do. I went hardcore keto, absorbed as much information as I could. I did basic keto. I didn't try to do a whole bunch of complicated meals, complicated recipes, because I just didn't have the stuff to do it with. The little motel slash studio that I was in, yeah, I had a microwave, I had a refrigerator, I also had my little toaster oven. You know, they're not very big, but I had that. I had my George Foreman, I had my electric skillet, and I had a pot and a frying pan. You know, I had stuff, but I couldn't get into any real complicated recipes. Number one, I didn't want to buy so much stuff until, you know, I would try something, a recipe, and then if I liked it, fine. I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of stuff, end up not liking a recipe I made, whatever, you know. So that's what I did. I did pretty much basic keto. Now, in that time, I was, like I told you, I was a size 34. That's 34 men's pants. I pretty much always wore men's breeches because I've been in construction 27 years, and then I went into the oil field, and girl pants just aren't that durable, I guess. So anyway, and they fit, men's pants fit me more comfortable. So I was a size 34 with hardcore keto. Within the first 12 days, the tummy that I had told you that I had, that, you know, that I said I looked like I was pregnant, I really did look like I was pregnant, it was gone. I lost, that was the first thing to go, was the tummy. Now, a lot of it was water weight. I was drinking a lot of water. The fluids that I was drinking was just water. My keto coffee, which is, they call it a, I can't even think of what they call it now. And then I would drink Powerade Zero. And I would mix it with Perrier to make it like a soda. If I was craving something carbonated, right, I could make it like a soda. So I was getting plenty of fluids. Bulletproof coffee. Sorry. So I was getting plenty of fluids and stuff, but I lost that belly. So I went down a size immediately from that. And then as time went on, during that time, you know, trying to build up my cardiovascular, you know, doing my little trampoline, I just kept building myself up. You know, I was getting better. You know, I could actually push an empty Walmart shopping cart. I was so tickled when I could actually put stuff in it and push it and not be exhausted. So I continually I'd say the that weight loss, the size went off within the first 12 days, right? And during that time, I went down a size. Now, mind you, my medical card was going to expire. I was still really nervous. I still had the insurance from the company that I had quit. And so I continued working at it hard, you know, with the stamina and the diet for another 2 weeks. Went down another size, you know, 2 weeks. So I went from a 34 to a 33 in 12 days. Then in about another week and a half, I went down to 32. Y'all, I have a video on here when I went to Sydney. I had to go buy breeches because I didn't have any clothes, any pants to fit me. So my medical card was getting ready to expire, and I had been testing my blood. I've been everything. First thing in the morning, I tested. Right before I ate something, I tested it. An hour after I ate something, I tested it. An hour after that, I tested it. I did this continuously. I kept a log of what foods affected me, what foods didn't, how long it took for my blood sugars to drop with a certain food. I really did my due diligence with this, okay? The only fasting, you hear everybody talk about fasting, the only fasting that I did, if you want to call it fasting, was after my last meal, whatever it was usually about 4, I guess. I didn't eat anything else till I'd say about 9, 10 the next morning. So from 4 in the afternoon, we'll say 5, give an hour to have everything go through. So 5 the evening before, what did that just say? Until 9, 10 o'clock the next morning. That was my fasting period. So, just testing my blood, eliminating what wasn't working, keeping what was working. I still had insurance. I thought, well, before I actually go to the DOT to do my physical, go do my DOT physical, I'm going to go have a complete blood workup, right? I wanted to know where my numbers were. I was scared to death. Here was the ultimate decider on how I was going to proceed with the rest of my life. If I couldn't manage my my pre-diabetes, I guess you call it, diet, I was going to have to go to a doctor and seek help there. So, I went and did a complete blood workup, nervous wreck, okay? They said, well, the doctor will call you tomorrow, the next day, or, around noon. I said, okay. Well, somehow I got forgotten about. And I didn't hear anything, and I was scared. I hadn't heard anything. So I was calling, and they were trying to find the doctor, see if she'd left any information, blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, she was going to be gone for 3 days. They needed authorization from her to release any information to me. Oh, gosh, guys, this kind of crap happens to me all the time. Nothing ain't ever easy. So that whole day, I didn't hear anything, didn't know anything. The next day, I called 3 times. On the 3rd time, I said, look, y'all, I gotta have some answers. So they said, well, we can't tell you over the phone, but if you want to come pick the paperwork up, you can. Could I have done this all the time, from the beginning? They said, yes. I'm like, but why? You wouldn't tell me this? Oh, I get so frustrated sometimes with people. yeah, I hopped in my pickup, ran right over there, got the paperwork, sat down. There was like 3 sheets, and I'm looking, I'm like, how the hell do you read this? I'm sorry, I was like, oh, great. Are they going to be able to explain what this means? And so I went up to the desk, and I said, you know, I don't mean to bother you, but can somebody help decipher this for me? So, they could tell I was like at the end of my short room. So, sat down, she went over and told me, y'all, it was perfect. You know, there's the LDL and HDL. The good one was perfect. The bad one was mediocre. And she said, the only thing that I see is I see ketones. And then I told her that I was on the ketogenic diet. Luckily, she knew, right? She goes, you're fine. You're perfect. You know, when a person is on a ketogenic diet, that's what happens. Their body starts working on, that's what your body's running on now, is ketones. So your body will have ketones in a system, and that's what you're working on. That's good, y'all. Oh, God, I was just so tickled. So, now that I could maintain that, and that part was gotten easy. I just stuck to a basic diet. I wasn't going to get all involved. You know, it was just such a load off my shoulders. So then it was, okay, I need to really focus on my stamina, get my energy up, you know. Everybody's physicals, DOT physicals are different. So it could be anything from just, you know, hearing, eyes, knee, reflexes, blah, 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 that's simple, to, man, pushing stuff, lifting stuff, climbing stuff. They're all different. And I had no idea what I was going to end up with. So, I went and scheduled an appointment for my physical, went in, and it was the basic one. Now, mind you, I had done all the stuff. I was physically better, but I wasn't great or good. I was just better. So, with that being said, see, get my DOT physical. Because here's the other kicker. I really couldn't. I had companies calling me for work, oil companies, because I hauled oil, right? I really couldn't respond back to them because I didn't think I was going to be able to pull a full 12, 14 hours climbing battery tanks and dragging hoses and, you know, all the stuff that I do for my jump up, you know. I mean, I would be wasting their time if I could only do one load a day because I wore out from one run. So, I've really kicked in here, getting all that stuff, my cardiovascular, my energy, getting some sunshine, getting out walking, just doing stuff. So 7 days, I kicked butt on doing that. And during that 7 days also, and this is something important I want to talk to you about, is the checking my blood sugars. Checking every time I ate. Now, it's a pain in the butt. I will admit, it's an absolute pain in the butt. Because you can only do one thing at a time. So, if I wanted to, like fruit was the deal, you know, because it's really heavy in sugars. Well, guess what? My body doesn't process fruit sugars. Yours might, but you don't know that, right? Even if you're not pre-diabetic, even if you have no anything as far as diabetes goes, you don't know just that your body is having a hard time processing something because you don't check your blood sugars. And I learned all this afterwards. Never did all. The only time I did blood sugars was when I was pregnant. I had gestational diabetes, but nobody told me that really people should kind of do this throughout their life because you're getting older, right? Well, guess what? So are all your organs. and they're getting weaker. So it's in your best interest to find out what's making your organs, your pancreas, what's making all of that work harder than it should. Hold on one second. Sorry, I had to make sure I knew where I was going. So, all these people who are now finding out about keto, the ketogenic diet, oh, good Lord, girl. All these people that are jumping on the bandwagon, it's not a fad. It's not even really a diet. It is it's an elimination process of foods that aren't working for your system. You need to go beyond the losing weight. If you go beyond the losing weight part and figure out what foods are not helping your body, you're in a losing battle trying to lose weight. So once you figure out what foods are hard on your organs, your system, you'll lose the weight. But it's a lot of work. So if you want to find out, like, fruits are really high in sugar. First thing in the morning, don't drink any. Well, you can have water. Eat a banana. Test your blood. Write your numbers down. What time? Blah 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 blah. The whole, you keep a log. Eat a banana. 1 hour after the last bite of that banana, test your blood. And you look at that number and the number you started with and see where it's at, right? Your blood sugar's always going to rise, regardless. Whatever you put in your system, your blood sugar's going to rise. Whether it's 1 point or 100 points, it's going to change. It's going to rise. The key is 1 hour after the hour that you check your blood after you eat the banana. That's going to be more of an answer for you. So if you get up and your blood sugar, your fasting blood sugar is 100, okay, you eat that banana. After the last bite of that banana, you test your blood and it's 156, right? Write that number down. 1 hour after that, if it's 156 or higher, you need to check it again in an hour. You need to find out where this banana is fitting into your system, being able to work for your system. So if it keeps going higher, that's not good. Now, if it starts going down, you still need to test your blood with that to see how long it takes to go down. All these people that are just trying all these recipes just because it's a keto recipe, my opinion, y'all aren't doing it. You want to lose weight? That's how I recommend you lose weight. You find out what food is affecting your system. And if it's affecting it, eliminate it. It's not hurting anything, eliminate it. It's the opposite if you don't. So, now I'm going to touch on something in line with that. And you can't go until you're in ketosis. You can't have like I said, what they call a cheat day or a treat day. You have to get your body in ketosis so that it doesn't affect you much, right? So once you find your favorite foods, and this is what you want to test, your favorite, don't just, you could just do anything, but find your favorite foods, ones that you think you can't live without. And those are the ones that you want to test first. And remember, you got to do it one at a time. So you've done that banana in the morning, 2 hours. So, about 5-6 hours later, your system should have run through it. You can do the same thing with another food, whatever, bread, whatever bread. This bread that you've been buying that says low carb, low fat, or no added sugar, or blah, 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 blah. Check it out, you guys. I'm telling you. Test it. Test it. And see where it fits into your system. Okay? Now, I want to say a little bit something about fasting. In my personal opinion, I don't think anybody should do a fasting until your body is in ketosis. And here is why. Our bodies were created to store whatever it is we put in it, whether it's good fats, bad fats, right? Our body was created to store the extra. The majority of people live their lives on glucose. That's what their bodies run on, because we consume so many carbs. And it doesn't even have to be like breads and pastas. It can be even vegetables. Cauliflower has a lot of carbs in it for a vegetable. So, if your body isn't in ketosis, and you fast, some people do it for a day, some people do it for, a few hours, I don't know, however you do it, if your body isn't in ketosis, whatever it is that you put in your system next, your body's going to hold on to it. So if it's not good fats, right, if you're putting carbs, whether it's that low-fat bread, that sugar-free syrup, or sugar-free coffee creamer, y'all, I'm sorry, it's not what it says it is, I guarantee you. So when you put even that minute little amount that you don't think is going to affect you into your system after a fast, your body grabs onto it. Two things. You are not going to be able to go into ketosis. And two, it's going to throw your cravings in like mad. It's going to go overtime with cravings. So, I'll touch a little more on the next one as far as fasting and ketosis. So, I think this is running a little long. I can't see that. Oh, lordy, almost 23 minutes. So, anyway. Oh, man. So, I will yak at you later. And, my goodness, I guess we'll be going on number 5 next one. Alrighty, you guys.